One day I'm gonna give up, but it ain't gonna be today. Cause I'm still just trying to figure out why they still ain't. They won't do it. Maybe they can't do it. That's what it is. They can't do it. They can't answer the question. Who let the dogs out? It's your boy. It's your boy. Voted most unfavorable, most ignored, highly unaccomplished, the underdog, the unlikely candidate. I'm here tonight, man. It's Friday, and I'm excited, man. I get to hang out with y'all tonight, man. I don't get to do that much, you know. And actually, this is my first Friday stream, actually, you know. So this is big for me. I'm excited. You should be excited too. I'm excited. Today been one of them days. In my city, I live in the part of the area where it was frozen, so now everything's thawing out, and so we went from a ice problem to a flood problem. So it's just stupid. Like sometimes Mother Nature will really give it to you. You just don't know what you're doing. So the best thing to do when that happens is just be happy you're alive. You hear me? So, anywho, long week, crazy week. Like it's always something. Just shenanigans. I'm looking forward to a vacation. I think I may do Dominican Republic or something this year. I don't know. I just know I got to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, man. So the trending topic has been Wendy Williams. And I'm concerned. I'm scared for her. All jokes aside, it's really messed up what's going on with Wendy. You know, Wendy is dealing with some stuff that's wild. She's in a conservatorship, guardianship. And so what a conservatorship is, it's when you're rude and competent to take care of yourself and your finances. Usually you see that with people with money, with bread, a lot of bread. And that's when usually people who have dementia, asphyxia, stuff like that, Alzheimer's, or just some kind of cognitive decline or some kind of issue. Some of them get put in conservatorship, and that's where people. So basically, you sign over all of your rights to somebody else to look after you, and they get paid a fee to do it, and they handle your money, all your business, and everything. And their job is to just make sure you are right. In theory, that's a good thing, and there's laws around that, right? Like, you know, if I got sick or something, I would want somebody to take care of me. I mean, who don't want that? You want somebody to take care of you when you can't take care of yourself. But it gets tricky when you got a whole lot of bread, a whole lot of money. Because people are going to take advantage of that. People will do anything for the bag. Anything for the bag. Even knock you off for the bag. So you got to be careful with that. What also happens is if you're somebody with a lot of power or a lot of knowledge or a lot of dirt on people, well, you know, they don't want to X you up out of here and knock you off, because then you got a lot of stuff behind that. That's something you can't come back from. So one way to do it is get rid of you while you're still alive. And one way to do it is a conservatorship. And you've seen them talk about this with Kanye, Britney Spears, now Wendy Williams, and other people, where they seem to have some kind of information or some insight that they just didn't want the world finding out. And so they make these people look crazy, look wild. Some people actually end up losing it. But that's the thing. So you end up with these things. You end up with a situation where the people. See, my system just went haywire on me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I'm talking like I'm a little bit slow. I was talking and then everything just went away. Wow. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, you see that stuff and they'll try to get rid of people and keep them alive so you don't have the consequences of a charge for unaliving somebody or whatever it is, but you still silence them. And a lot of people suspect that that is partly what's happened with Wendy Williams. Because we know, she's a great talk show host. Whether you like her or not, she was one of the queens of talk shows. She really was. She had it popping. She started in radio. Charlamagne the God actually started under her. And then, of course, he blew up and everybody knows his story and knows who he is. But that was one of his mentors, one of the people who put him on. And so anyway, she blew up and she would talk about stuff all the time, especially the Diddy stuff. She used to go in on Diddy. Matter of fact, it's public knowledge that Diddy had her fired from a radio station at Hot 97 because she was speaking out against stuff. Rumor was that he had Total show up to try to whoop her ass, all kind of stuff. Like Diddy been wilding for a minute, and Wendy used to call that out. And so some people say, allegedly, that one of the reasons she got sick is because somebody did something to her. They allegedly said that's what happened to I'll Be Sure. They allegedly said that's what happened to Jamie Foxx. We're seeing a pattern here, And so now we got this issue. Wendy Williams is in a conservatorship. We ain't heard from her in a while. And this is why. Apparently she's been locked away for like 3 years. This is somebody who the world knows. This is Wendy Williams. She was big time. Big time. Big shot. She was all that. She was low-key Tasha K before Tasha K was Tasha K. But on a mainstream level. So she was big. Anyway, there's a Breakfast Club interview that I stumbled upon where they interviewed Wendy on the phone while she's locked away. And it's a really, really messed up thing. So let's review this together, man, and let's just see what the hell is going on. They even got a hashtag out here. What is it? Free Wendy or whatever. So let's get involved with this and see what the heck is going on. So again, this is the Breakfast Club interview where they did a Wendy Williams thing. They interviewed her via phone. Let's check it out.
What's up? In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren Rosa is with us as well. And we have a special guest on the line, the legend, the icon.
Yes.
The reason that we do what we do each and every morning.
Especially me.
We have Wendy Williams on the line. Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Charlamagne.
Peace, Wendy. And Wendy's niece, Alex, is on as well. Alex, you're going to be talking too, right?
Hey, Alex.
That's my niece, Alex. That's my niece, Alex. And Charlamagne and I, by the way, have known each other for like 20 years and running.
That is very true.
Wow.
Listen, Wendy, let's get right to it. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of.
Right.
Wendy, tell us what's going on.
Well, first of all, to start with, my niece, Alex, knows a lot as well, but I am not cognitively impaired. You know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in New York City, right? And by the way, my apartment has been sold, thank God, a while ago. But I, I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s, and even when people are 60 like me, hey, I'm sexy and gorgeous. I am sexy. Look.
Okay, so first thoughts. I know it's early, guys, but listen. It sounds like Wendy. It does. Like, y'all remember how she used to be on the show and on Reddit? That's who it sounds like. I mean, you can kind of tell that it's some things that she want to say, but she can't quite say. You can kind of tell that, she might be a little under the weather, so to speak. But so far, it sounds like Wendy.
Look, please, July 18th, 1964, honey. But look, these people, I don't care if they're 50 and 60. They have look, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm not saying something bad. I'm just saying that I am with these people. I am clearly not. Look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed. All right. I watch TV. I listen to radio. I look at the window. I talk on the phone. And by the way, Alex, talk about this phone, please. Alex, you've been right here where I am, so you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and what she's saying is exactly what's happened. She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison, right? This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there, it's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. A building's across the street. That's her life.
Now, see, when you hear that, you know something's wrong with that out the gate, because Wendy, she rich as hell. You know what I'm saying? Wendy done put in work. Now, you got people who opinionated on her saying she got rich spewing people's business, throwing people in the dirt, all that stuff. But she was an entertainer. She had a talk show on live TV every day. She was on radio every day in one of the biggest cities in America, on one of the biggest stations in America. Wendy been getting it in for a long time. Wendy ain't broke. Wendy's supposed to be living it up. She's in that golden spot now. She's 60s, rich, single. She's supposed to be living it up. Even if something is wrong, she got a son that's like in his 20s. I don't know exactly how old he is. If I had to guess, he's probably 24, 25 now, something like that. So why isn't he able to take care of her? Why aren't they able to hire their own personal staff to help out with the kind of money she has, the kind of clout she has, the kind of status she has? That don't even make sense. But let's get back into it.
Excuse me, and excuse me, through my money, I had this person buy the TV, the kind of TV I like, a large TV. You understand what I'm saying? Through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everything's in storage. And by the way, that was to sell my apartment. But anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, Sabrina Morrissey is her name. And right now, A&E Network, A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting condition in air quotes. Mm-hmm. You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Guardianship
well, first
abuse.
Of all, me and the person.
Guardianship abuse. That's crazy. And you know what? I don't know who this lady is. And you can tell if the lady's already fighting and suing people and all that. The lady has to know she's dealing with a whole different monster when she's dealing with a celebrity of Wendy's status. That's just what it is. So she got to handle that with kid gloves. And there's a lot of laws and legislation that's wrapped around guardianships, conservatorships, and how you handle people's money when they're incapacitated, when they're sick, when they're, wills and stuff. That's a really, really big thing. And so she's got to know what she's dealing with when she's dealing with Wendy Williams. Wendy can't just go away and people are like, what happened? As long as we know she got breath in her body, people are going to want to know what's up. She's got hardcore fans. She's got casual fans. And then she got people who just know who she is, such as us. But I think this shines the light on a bigger picture that somebody can take over your stuff and lock you up and treat you like it's cool. Can you imagine some shit like that? Where you just work your whole life, get your bag, somebody rules you incompetent to take care of what you work for, especially in your retirement years, take it from you, and then tell you how to spend it and lock you up in a luxury prison. That's what she's saying. She's in a luxury prison. That's crazy. But she's not the first one to deal with this, because that's the kind of stuff that happened with Kanye, what they were trying to do to control his money, allegedly, according to him. They definitely did it with Britney Spears. That's what happened while Britney Spears disappeared and we didn't hear from her again. And now she's like in Mexico, calling herself Mickey, Icky, or some. It's something crazy she calling herself now. So this ain't new. This ain't unheard of. This is a thing. This is a real thing. And we got to pay attention. And they doing this hashtag Wendy Williams, save Wendy, all that, because let's look at it this way. Let's say she really is sick. She should be getting help. She has the kind of money, family, son, whatever, somebody should be able to say, all right, we're going to set this aside and be sure she's still able to be outside. She shouldn't be confined to a bedroom. Shouldn't be consigned to a mental floor. Maybe she can be in her own dwelling or one that's designated with a small staff to help take care of her so she can at least get outside, do her thing on some level, because she's obviously got a niece that's looking in on her and looking out for her. Let's get back into it, though. Do me a favor, you guys. One more thing. It don't cost you nothing. May not mean that much to you, but it means the world to me. Push that like button, y'all. Hit that like button so I can get this out, get this branding going. I'm trying to get it popping out here. You can be a part of that. And how it starts is just push that like button for me, okay? And if you're really feeling it, subscribe. Let's get back into it.
That you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down. And I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Listen, look. This system is broken. You know, that this system that I'm in. You know, this system, it has falsified a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They said you're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
No.
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
She definitely don't seem cognitively impaired. Well, okay, so in all fairness, I don't really know what that means. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer. I'm not a doctor to where I can get caught up in the whole. Let me put it this way: I'm not a mental health care professional or a healthcare professional, so I don't necessarily know what the terms mean. But what I do know is cognitive has something to do with the brain, and impairment has something to do with your ability to function normally. So when I put it together, I'm thinking your brain functions not normally when you say cognitive impaired. It doesn't seem that way to me. It does seem that she's a little antsy, you know, because I've noticed she says, you know what I'm saying, a lot and all that kind of stuff, rambly a little bit, but I mean, she's been kind of cooped up. What I see is she does seem a little off, but I don't think it's because of nothing other than the fact that she's locked away. I mean, when you locked away by yourself for a while, you're going to be off. Like, you need your normal surroundings. And so it's crazy how they doing it, but let's get back in it.
How dare, excuse me, who I naturally am is who I naturally am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
And my niece knows all about that crap. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
But to be clear, you can't leave. Like, they won't allow you to leave or have visitors, family members or not. So you can't even leave and take a walk if you wanted to, or take a trip or visit family members. They give you a difficult time for that, and family members can't visit you.
Excuse me, where I am, okay, you have to get keys to unlock the door, to press the elevator to go downstairs, first of all. Second of all, these people here, everybody is like nursemaids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they give your pills, you know what I'm saying? And then they leave. And I'm
Which
like,
I told you not to take. I told you don't take them pills.
Excuse me, I've had 2 pills all of my life. Alex, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Excuse me, there are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing. What is it going to be? Listen, I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of long time. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where, excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Excuse me, doctor, what pill do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Look, for the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. This has been 3 years. I'm caught up in this system. Alex, go talk. Talk,
Yeah.
Alex. Talk.
So that's kind of crazy, because with them pills, taking medication, you don't know what it is crazy anyway. It might kill you. You don't know what it might do. But what you do know is that stuff is wild. And if you got people just giving you these pills, if you take the wrong meds or just any kind of meds over a period of time, it's in your system, and you may not come off as crazy, but eventually, I mean, you may not be crazy initially, but you'll eventually come off as crazy because you popping all these pills. That ain't supposed to happen. Vitamins and all that, that's cool. You know, I can see if it's a blood pressure pill, your diabetes medication, you know, something like that. But when you just got 7 pills and you don't know what you're taking it for, that's rough. Because most people who got a bunch of pills, they got to take medication. They know exactly what they're taking it for. This is starting to sound real suspect, y'all. Real suspect.
No, I mean, for 3 years, this is the reality. This has been our lives. So, but specifically her life. She can call us. We can't call her. That's been the reality since 2023. Wow. Alex, that room that she's sitting in, she's there every day, all hours of the day, every week, every month. She's not getting proper sunlight. I went to New York in October to visit her, and the level of security and the level of questions that there were in terms of who am I? Why am I here? What's the purpose? I mean, it was absolutely just horrible.
You know, Alex, we sent Lauren LaRosa, who works here on the Breakfast Club. You know, I connected her with Wendy a couple of days ago. Lauren went up there yesterday. And tell them what happened, Lauren.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alex, was it like this for you? When I got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived. And she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her.
Wow.
They were aware of that and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times and she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden things just like flipped. These like men came out and they're like, well, who are you? And what are you here for? I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said to me.
Did you believe that?
No, I didn't not make it upstairs. They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in and she spoke to the concierge herself and said, I want to see this person. She is here for me. And then these people are like, she's not even here. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I dealt with your colleagues that had me sign in for her. She's in your system. So you're going to tell me she's not here? Or did you speak to Sabrina as well? Because they said that was protocol. You have to call Sabrina first. We don't know Sabrina and we don't know Wendy. She's not here. They said that to me multiple times.
Wow.
You know,
and it's scary. It's very scary.
Did you feel like she was in a safe space?
No, I feel like if you dealing with me like that and she's on the phone with you telling you like, this is, you know what I mean? I want to see her. This is my people. God forbid something happens to her and her family needs to get to her. And I asked Wendy that as I was walking out, I'm like, yo, man, like I've dealt with my mom and my grandmother went through medical stuff and a bunch of stuff, right? I can't imagine not being able to get to them.
See my mother.
Right. And I said, is this how it is when your family comes? And Wendy's like, yes.
Well, you know, denying you visitation is illegal, Wendy. Alex, how do you feel about that as her niece?
Well, here's the thing.
That's crazy, by the way. Like, how you gonna not let this lady's visitor come up in there? And she came up in there on the phone with Wendy. Like, that's crazy as hell. Like, I don't understand how that works. And that goes to show you how suspect the whole situation is. Like, really? You know, she on the phone with Wendy and she get up in there and she still gets denied. Wendy saying, we don't know who that is after they signed her in. Well, that's crazy.
When I went to visit her, Aunt Wendy, and you know this, I was able to get up there. It was not a problem. But here's the thing is that Sabrina, wasn't communicative, and that's her guardian, wasn't communicative with me. It was almost as if she was waiting for the other shoe to drop so she could have a get you moment when it comes with me, the family, and how we move about things. I mean, for someone that was, is so up in arms in terms of she can't be seen, there was no security for her. There was no, layout in terms of a plan, how this is supposed to work. I mean, thank God, you know what I mean? I knew what to do, and the trip was fine. But this trip, unfortunately, came off the heels of in July with my aunt's birthday, where I was supposed to go up there and spend her birthday with her, and all of a sudden, there was a lockdown on that. And not only was there a lockdown on that in terms of me visiting, but with you, Aunt Wendy, with being able to do what you want to do for your birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for the last 3 years, I've spent my birthday by myself. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine just because it's fine. Like I would rather spend birth by myself than open the door and spend my birthday with these people on this floor. Look, look, this is what is called emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I would call it guardianship abuse as well. And you talked about it a little bit when you saw the documentary. What did you think when you saw the documentary? Because that's what got everybody, at least the general public, concerned. What did you think of that?
Do you know what? What I thought about that was that's something that, well, first of all, I don't want to watch that again until I get to Miami, until I get, my life. Look, I don't care about watching that. You know what I care about? I care about if I don't want to talk about that. Just behind the scenes. I get it.
But I do want to ask Alex you as well. So
Wendy can't. I do want to say Wendy can't say a lot legally.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So don't think that when you hear her, don't think she's jumping around. She don't know what she's talking about. She can't say a lot legally.
And I was going to ask, who's putting out like the rumors? Like, because a couple of months ago we heard, well, Wendy's having this problem and she's incapacitated. Like
they said she's cognitively impaired because of alcohol. She's incapacitated. She's suffering from dementia.
Obviously, it's not true. So do we know who's sending out those rumors to the press and to the blogs and all that? Do we know? Do we have any ideas?
I mean, allegedly, from what we're able to see, all of this comes from The Guardian.
Yep.
In terms.
That's interesting. I mean, what does the Guardian have to gain from this? The Guardian getting money. She getting money watching this lady just stay up in here cooped up or whatever. She gonna get a bag from her. That's all that's about. That's what this is about. Now, if somebody got a personal vendetta that's gonna benefit from having her locked away, that's something different. But that's what I'm thinking. What do I personally think? Somebody had a personal vendetta and set her up for this, and then they found a bag somewhere in the middle to keep her there. That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, she's incapacitated, all that. That's allegedly all the Guardian. I'm only just saying allegedly, just obviously to protect all sides, but
of course,
yeah,
because obviously it's not true. And the sad thing about it gives her the ability to keep doing this because we all feel like, oh, if that's the case, then yeah. But listening to Wendy speak and seeing Wendy a couple of weeks ago at her son's graduation, you understand that that's not the truth.
Listen. As much as I want my phone, she can't let me have my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I can call you, but you can't call me. You understand what
That's crazy. So if it's her phone and her money, she can call you, but you can't call her. What the hell? Well, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that's exactly how it is when you lock down. When you locked up, you can call out. You can call people on their phone. For those of y'all that got friends that's been locked up their little time, they can call you. They're going to call you asking for money. They're going to call you asking for favors and all that. Call you asking you to call somebody on three-way. But you can't call them back. And so that'd be the thing. So, again, that's prison-like. So let's look at what's going on. They got it. They took her money. They have her confined to a room where she cannot leave. She's on a floor at the room where they have to use key cards in order to get you downstairs. You got armed guards at the door. You got to sign in to see her. You got to be on an approved list to see her. And depending on who you are and what you look like and what you're doing, they won't let you see her, even if it's family. What that sound like to you? I say it's a luxury prison. She say it's a luxury prison. They say it's a luxury prison. I didn't know luxury prisons exist. It's a damn luxury prison. Free Wendy.
What I'm saying? Yes. I don't even know what kind of phone this is that I have. All I'm saying is that when I call you, you listen. If you don't call me back, you can't call me back. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't sit on the phone, and look at things, you know what I'm saying, and scroll through things. I can't do that. I do not.
And do your boy a favor, hit that like button for me, please. If you ain't hit it yet, don't do it. Don't mean that much to you, but it means the world to me. Thank you so much, and hit that like button.
Have a laptop. You understand? I don't have an iPad. My life is my goddamn life. You understand?
Yes. How does this happen though, Wendy? How does this happen, Alex? How does she end up in a guardianship where these people have so much control of her life? Because it's not like she does not have family. She has you, Alex. Mm-hmm. She has her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. Like, she has family. So how does this happen?
Go ahead, Wendy.
No, I was going to say, you know what? My life, and Charlemagne, about my life, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To get divorced.
By the way, shout out to Wendy Williams' niece. That's her niece on the right side. She's super cute too. Look at her. From what I heard, she's a news anchor, I think, in Florida and Miami too. She kind of looked like it, so I could see that.
was as far as I'm concerned, was a 100% fabulous thing. You know what I'm saying? When I got divorced, look, I had this lawyer. I don't even want to say her beautiful name because it was so great. I've gotten a divorce like nobody else has gotten a divorce, and I don't want to talk about it. But Alex, you know about that, and Charlemagne. Did I ever tell you about my divorce?
You did, and I don't want to know nothing. I don't know anything. Okay, that man has tried to ruin me several times already.
Hey, if y'all don't know about her divorce, she had problems. Wendy Williams had problems serving the divorce papers to her husband because he knew how to see it coming or whatever. He a rich dude too, so he would avoid it. So what she did, he loved to get gifts. So she got a Balenciaga box, and then she put the divorce papers in there, and then she had somebody deliver it to him like it was a gift. They opened the gate, he got it, and he got served. It's pretty pretty crafty,
you know. No. Look. It's bigger than that. But look. When I got divorced, right. I moved to New York, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to in New Jersey, I was solo, just me and my cats, you know what I'm saying? I got these 2 twin cats who, by the way, my cats have been sold to, and I had no idea until I talked to that person yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And she told me that look, I no longer have my cats. Anyway, look, listen, I'm in New York. I'm solo. I'm still doing my show on TV, right? And I'm still doing my show, but I'm still saying, okay, because to me, you know, being on TV was, you know, for me, you know, I'm not going to lie. That was about money. Radio is my root. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be on radio to me is like God sent to me. And I was doing such great stuff back in the day. You know what I mean?
Duh, that's an understatement. What are you talking about?
We literally hear me and Jess sitting here right now. Jess Hilarious is here. Me and Jess are sitting here right now. Wendy just like,
and I'm trying to figure out how you doing, Wendy? This is Jess Hilarious. How you doing, Miss Wendy? I wanted to know what you want people who are listening to do. What do you want us to do? Should we tweet? Should we get online? Like what do you want us to do? Also, Alex, what do you want?
Oh, no. I'm not going to talk about that. Charlemagne, Alex, you talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, we've talked about.
And so from what I understand, she's got legal issues, so she can't talk about all of those details. So she has to use Alex, her niece, and Charlemagne to kind of translate some of the stuff that's going on. Because, I mean, look at it this way. Whoever her guardian is or who's running the conservatorship or whatever, they're right there with her. They're paying attention. And so she's got to speak in code so she don't get herself in trouble. Because remember, she's still alone with these people. And if these people are treating her like this, what you think they're going to do when the spotlight ain't on, when ain't nobody watching? So that's why she's got to you got to decipher the code of what she's doing.
About this, and that is, there's the hashtag Free Wendy. There's also a change.org petition as well. And also just making as much noise as possible, you know, potentially, you know, GoFundMe, whatever we have to do to make sure that my aunt is in a place where she is living her life in dignity.
Wait,
for the woman that she is now, that's what we're going to do.
Wait, I have $15. I have $15.
There you have
what does that do?
Right. There you have it. And you know,
my money is in prison.
That's right.
And you know, and I just want to underscore what you were.
So did y'all really peep what she just said? She got $15, meaning they didn't took her money. Because I mean, this is a powerful woman. This was a media powerhouse. You know, Wendy probably, I don't know what she worth, but if I had to guess at her prime, she was on mainstream TV every day, all the years in. I would say she probably worth somewhere around 30, 40 million, give or take. That's what I would say. And so when she retired, what y'all think? Put that in the chat in the comment. What you think Wendy's worth or was worth at her prime? I think about 30, 40 million. You know, so she definitely should be treated better than this. And do me a favor and hit that like button for your boy. All right.
We're saying, Charlene, as well, and that is this is still a legal situation. So yes, there are things that my aunt just can't talk about.
Yeah.
There are things that we as a family can't talk about.
That's right.
You know, but I think that the thing that we can talk about is the fact that my aunt sounds great.
Yes.
I've seen her in a very limited capacity, but I've seen her. We're talking to her. This does not match an incapacitated person.
Not at
And
all.
she that's why we say she's in like a luxury prison.
Yes.
Because she is being held and she is being punished. You know what I mean? For whatever reason that other people are coming up with as to why it is she has to be kept in this position. We're not asking, you know, for a whole lot. And I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not asking for a whole lot. All I'm saying is just treat the woman with dignity.
Absolutely.
And give her the freedoms that she deserves.
Well, let's say,
you know?
let's say what Wendy wants. Wendy wants to be, you know, released out of this conservatorship, but she wants to be in Miami
with her family,
with you, Alex, and with, you know, the rest of the family, her son. She wants to be in Miami. She's made this known. She's, you know, told everybody she needs to tell. I don't know why it's not happening. No.
Let me just say, and then you can go back, Charlamagne. Let me just say about Miami, okay? You know, it started out with my parents, you know, to Miami. We're all from New Jersey, but near New York. So you listen to Radio New York, you see Radio New York. You know what I'm saying? Asbury Park, New Jersey, okay? That's where I was born, all right? But then, you know, I moved up to Ocean Township, and then my parents were the first ones in the family that said, no, we're tired of the cold and the winter and the ice. So they moved, and this was years ago, you know what I'm saying? I was 27 when they moved to Miami. Anyway, the entire family now lives in Miami. And look, my son is doing such a great job. As a matter of fact, I saw him. Look, he graduated, and I was in Miami, and that was about a month ago.
Yep.
Alex, talk about the great time that we had, and seeing my dad. We all went out and had like a party at one point.
Yeah.
Your dad's gonna be 94 next month, right?
Listen, my dad.
That's a whole nother conversation.
94, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad, to get him. I want to get him. Look. Well, that person that you talk about who's holding me hostage.
Sabrina Morrissey, your guardian. We got to say her name. We got to put her name out there. Sabrina Morrissey, her guardian.
Well, I don't know that she's going to let me, because she already said to see my dad for his birthday. You know, he's going to be 94. Crazy. So, and all look. Please continue to talk, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, look, can I say something out too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I know, you know, you lost your grandmother, Alex. Wendy, you lost your mother. You were in the conservatorship when that happened.
Here's the thing. She was not in a conservatorship when that happened, but that period of time was right before. And to know that she may not be able to come down here for my grandfather's 94th birthday, every day is not promised.
Right.
One thing that I know that my aunt wanted, and we've talked about this ad nauseum, she wants to be here for his birthday.
Wow.
And the fact that they are playing games about my grandfather being able to see his daughter and my aunt being able to see her father, I'm sorry. That is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted thinking about, what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I have things from my dad that's in storage. And there are little things that I say, you know, I'm not going to give it to him, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like,
it's messed up that they won't let her see her father. Her father's 94, and they won't even let her see her father. Like, this is really disheartening how they doing her. And there are a lot of things that we can do from a legislation point of view. One, we have petitions. Petitions changes things, you guys. Petitions are really, really important. Lobbying is important. Legislation is important. We have to speak about what we don't like. We have to say what we want and what we don't want. Local politics ties into everything. And that's why it's so important for you to get out here and speak on what you don't like. Work on changing it. Advocate for changing it. It's so important.
I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose what I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is like fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Alex, do you think that there'll be some type of retaliation from the Guardian because of maybe this phone call or because of wow.
We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talked about all scenarios. I said, you know, do this. You ready for what's on the other side? And as she said, I have to do this. There's nothing else I could do at this point. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, you all, what you're hearing now, this is a few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and the last 2-3 years.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
Like, she can get moved and we may not even know where she is.
Wow.
You know how crazy this is? Like, this is wild. This is talk show royalty. This is somebody who, this is Wendy Williams. Like, you know what I mean? So when you hearing this stuff go on, it's like, man, I don't know, man. This is so crazy how this is playing out for her, man. I hate to hear this, man.
That was the reality of where she was during the documentary. We weren't permitted to go see her. So this whole documentary aired. Nobody's able to call her. Nobody's able to see her. You know, the reason why I was doing the stuff with The View and Good Morning America was because she was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
In the meantime, you know,
what are we going to do about that?
Listen, here's the weird thing, right? And while you're on The View, right, I got the telephone number. I could call Joy Behar, but my number is with the Guardian. I could call my friend.
This is wild. This is nuts. What's going on with this? This is Wendy Williams, and they just treating her like this. If they can do it to somebody like her, they can do it to me. They could do it to you. They just took her money, and they basically locked her up, and they're trying to act like they're gonna throw away the key. I mean, it's just sad. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button.
Rosanna Scotto. I could call Fat Joe. I could call Alex. My number is not in storage, but my Guardian person has my phone.
Right.
God damn.
Alex, let me ask you a question.
Has had it for 3 years, by the way.
She's had your phone for 3 years, and she got control of all your bank accounts and everything? Wow. Okay. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Now, Alex,
but that's what the news reports say. The news reports say she has control of your bank accounts and everything.
Besides the Instagram and social media, who can we write? Who can we stay on top of? Whether it's her boss, what agency? Because this has to go bigger than just social media.
You want me to? I'll send people up there.
Please.
We got the address. You want me to just? I'll put the address out there right now.
Well, let's not send people up there.
We have a mob outside of that facility.
Yeah, we can pick it outside. You can pick it outside and do that outside.
Do not do that.
But do we have an email?
Oh my God! No! You want to know what? Please.
I was there yesterday. Do not do that.
No, not there. To Sabrina's place.
Do we have an email for Sabrina that we can email and just have people say, "Yo, what's going on? What's up?" But by the way,
can I tell you?
Yes, go ahead.
Can I tell you something? Other than when I was able to purchase like a whole bunch of I got like nail polish and lipstick and things like that. Otherwise, because I'm here in New York, the Guardian had somebody get me like nail polish and, like the normal things that I like. Like, I need a new hairbrush, please. Go out and get it for me and bring it back. Oh, no, this is not the one that I want, but I guess this is the one that I'm forced to use. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about eyelashes? What about eyelashes?
Look, I'm the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe person.
When I walked up yesterday, she said, she was stories up. She saw me out the window. She said, "Is that a Chanel bag?" I said, "Wendy, how you see that?"
Wendy been getting Chanel bags for years.
Ain't nothing incapacitated about that. She spotted that bag from floors up, okay?
Excuse me, because I have a Chanel with me, but I also have an Hermes with me right here. Look.
Okay.
Who doesn't love labels, darling?
Cut it out. You got $15. Cut it out. Listen, Wendy's attorney, Linda Roliski, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She made a contribution. This is what I heard. She made a contribution to the judge after she was assigned to your case.
Really?
Isn't that a conflict of interest, Alex?
I would say so. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Oh my God.
And I'd be happy for somebody to prove me wrong and tell me why.
Wow.
Give me the facts as to why that's not.
Alex, I have one more question for you. And Wendy, you can chime in too. How does this affect her health? Because I know we followed her journey with like grave disease and stuff like that, but like being emotionally distressed like this, that can't be good for her just health wise. And that's supposed to be the point of the conservatorship. So what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, imagine you're sitting in a space every single day. You're not getting sunlight. You're not able to leave your place. You can't see people. You can't just have free conversation. You do this day in and day out for months and for years at a time. Emotionally and mentally, that breaks you down in ways that I can't even imagine. I mean, we know that there have been stories written about that.
Can I tell you something? And this is a fact. Yeah. I asked the other day, I said, listen, my thyroid, I want to go to the person that I've been going to for years. I've got her name, you know what I'm saying? And that is who I want to go to. Again, you know what I'm saying? Because thyroid I've had for 24 years. I found out about thyroid, around the time, at the time that I was trying to get pregnant, and my son is 24. So that's how I can, tell, my thyroid. Anyway, and she told me that I wouldn't be going there because my pill for thyroid is perfect. The pill that I have for thyroid is perfect. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Look, this is my life, people. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? This is my goddamn life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's so many different little things that we could talk about. I mean,
And how she just gonna hustle her guardian just gonna tell her the pill you got is perfect. So guardian's a doctor now. I just hate how all this stuff is panning off for her.
And that's why it feels as though almost there's so many tabs open in our heads at one time, because it truly is a story that's unbelievable. The bottom line is my aunt hasn't had, we talked about this yesterday, she hasn't had, from what I understand, a medical evaluation to see if her rights can be restored. And it seems as though that instead of this guardian, Sabrina, working with her, it seems as though she's made it difficult every which way for my aunt to be able to live any sort of healthy, independent life.
Wow.
And, it's almost as if she doesn't want my aunt to show that she's healthy and independent. Because as we know about these guardianships, and as my aunt has said, the system's broken, because the longer she's under this guardianship, the longer they have the keys to her life, for her personal, her financial, her emotional, everything. And so that's the reality of the guardianship system. It's overloaded. There's a reason why they're looking at the New York guardianship system right now. There's a reason why lawmakers are calling on state leaders to reform this system. It's because it's broken. And it's a shame that we're in this place. I know I'm getting really emotionally charged right now, but this is how sickening it is and how tired I am of having to talk about this and have these conversations with my aunt, because it's not just her, and thank God that we have platforms like this that we can go on and we can talk about this. But there is a lack of scrutiny across the board. We know there's a lack of funding.
She's right. There is a lack of scrutiny. When you talk about these conservatorships, there is a lot of lack of oversight, should I say. People are not paying attention to what's happening. So you got a lot of people that's locked away, forgotten about, and their own money's paying for it. So that's why. And I see, if the government was paying for it, it'll be more oversight. If the cities was paying for it, it'll be more oversight. But when they got these people paying their own money, and then you watching, basically you're taking somebody's money and making them pay you to be their prison warden. When you do stuff like that, of course people are not going to watch, because they only care about where the money is spent. Most crimes is about the money. When you see people selling drugs, and you can tie it into the money, but it's really about the violence that wraps around it. But it all starts with the money.
There are too few guardians for the amount of people under this system, and as a result, a lot of things go unchecked. There's a lot of neglect, as well as, obviously, we know as well, financial exploitation of some of the most vulnerable people. That's the reality. Those are facts. It's written in print. And my aunt is one of those people, one of the over 28,000 people under guardianship in New York. She's one of those people that's under this situation. So yes, this is about her. Yes, we want her back. Yes, we want her freed. Yes, we want her to live with dignity and be able to move on with her life. But her story is a fight that many other people are going through as well, and they don't have the resources. So imagine where they stand at this point. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. You know,
you
enough is enough.
Alex, you brought up something that they brought up in the A&E lawsuit. It said the documentarians have not spoken positively about Williams' guardianship. There's a bill in the New York legislature right now that's designed to curb guardian abuse and prevent guardians from restricting access to family members. That's what the executive producer Mark Ford told Vulture in February 2024. I'm not sure where that bill stands, but this is a perfect illustration of a family that wants to be in touch, wants to be involved, but for whatever reason can't. Wow. So that's really the purpose of this phone call, just to let everybody know that Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. That's right. And she's not cognitively impaired, she's not incapacitated, she's just being taken advantage of.
No, and also remember, I feel like I'm in prison. I am definitely isolated. You know what I'm saying? And to talk to these people who, like I said, who live here, that is not my cup of tea. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're good people, but I keep the door closed. I watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I listen to radio. And I watch the window. And I sit here as my life goes by. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know what, Lauren, I want to say something because I did hear yesterday about you going, and it was like the whole mess which you just explained.
Yes.
Also, I want to go a little bit further with that, Wendy, because we talked about this yesterday. That happened, and the alarm bells started ringing. That's when my aunt was told, and I'm paraphrasing here, but your cats chit-chatting my way, and anybody that's a Wendy fan knows how much my aunt loves chit-chatting my way. Yeah, I gave those cats away. You don't have them anymore.
Oh my God.
And your dad's birthday? Well, that's up in the air. You're going to have to talk with Linda.
Me and Wendy talked about those cats the whole way there. Yes. Oh my God.
It's like she's getting punished for just trying to be a normal.
So they took the lady's cats from her? I mean, damn, not the kitties, not the kittens. Now, see, that's when they done gone too far. They done gone too far. Don't touch the kittens. Don't touch the kittens. Not the kittens. Not the kittens.
Normal person
to live
about society and to live. Exactly.
And for the record, Wendy was really excited to talk about those cats when I got there.
Man, and for the record, Lauren LaRosa got it. You hear me? Like, I just keep, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be a creep, but girls, wow, okay. Not the kittens.
That's all she was talking about. It's like, we got to talk about the cats, because she said that her cats have been in like a home or something like that for a year, and she doesn't know how they're being treated. And that she wanted to talk about that. Like she really wanted to talk to me about that. And I'm like, I'm being treated as if I'm here to rob a bank, and I'm just here because she's lonely and she just wants to talk to someone and see someone in person. And she lit up when she saw me walking down the street. Like I couldn't believe it.
So Alex, they took her cats?
Yes. So that's what she.
That's what then pissed me all the way up. They took her kittens, y'all. They took the damn kittens. Leave the animals out of it. Okay, leave the puppies and the kittens out of it. When you start taking dogs and cats from people, it just pisses me off. All the lady got is her kittens. Chit-chatting my way is what her kittens. Now, she said they twin kittens. I don't know, or most kittens look alike to me, so I don't know the difference between regular kittens and twin kittens, but still. All because she wanted to have a conversation. They wanted to punish her, so they took her kittens away from her. There's a special place in hell for people that take kittens away from people.
He told me yesterday, right on when?
And then it's her money.
I had no idea that
Wait a minute. Then it's her money. She's the one paying for all of this stuff. So you're taking her stuff from her. She paying for it? Even her kittens. So you already took her freedom. You're not allowing her to talk to her family. You're not allowing her to be visited by her friends. And the only thing she got is these kittens, and y'all took them.
I had no idea that they actually took my cats. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my cats with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually, that's my friend Lauren. I was saying, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? Come, about the cats. Anyway, so my cats are gone, everybody. And I did not know that until I talked to my guardian person, and she told me that the cats are, I said, you mean they are gone, chit-chat in my way, my twin cats, they're gone. And, you know, I got my cats through watching TV with, you know, doing my show. And anyway, listen, and about the water. Look, I don't know what kind of water you all drink. I am a Poland Springs person till my, look, Poland Spring is my Poland Spring. So yesterday, you know, because I asked the guardian person, I'm like, look, the water, where's my water?
Speaking of water, what kind of water y'all like to drink? I mean, for me, as long as it's clean, I'm good with it. I never really had a water preference. I mean, I'm cool with the Ice Mountain joints. You know, I mean, I guess if I'm feeling bougie, I'll get Fiji or something. Aquafina, something. Avion. Avion is pretty good, actually. I ain't gonna front. I do like Avion. But I ain't never really been that particular on water. When I'm thirsty, I'm happy I got access to it. It ain't gotta be a specific kind.
And today, or excuse me, yesterday, or the other, look, and I told it to you, Alex, the water.
Yeah.
You know, what is it?
The water, you got like some brand that you're not, you know, used to getting, which is it's a normal brand. But I think that the bigger conversation is that it's a constant fight just for you to get the basic necessities. You don't ask for much. Right. Here's the thing about my aunt. She's a very low maintenance person for anybody that really knows her. She doesn't ask for much. The one thing she wants is just the Poland Spring. Please get it on time so I have enough water here while I'm locked up in this luxury prison. And it's always this back and forth conversation where you never know when that's going to happen.
Excuse me, and can I please have regular conversation? You know, here, I can't have regular conversation except on the phone when I talk to people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the people that work here, that's not regular conversation. Get out of here. And the people that live here, oh my God, hell no.
So getting rid of the cats won't let you possibly see your father next month for his 94th birthday.
She can't leave.
No, don't say I won't. Don't say I won't see
I said
her.
possibly. I said possibly. What I'm getting at is all of this feels like some sort of retaliation because of you know what they've been seeing the last couple of weeks. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah. That's what this is.
Well,
you know,
DJ Envy, by the way. Hi, DJ Envy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy, I told Envy that you thought he was gay because you saw him on TV with Tammy Roman busting his boyfriend.
Look. Leave me alone, DJ Envy. I remember that you came to me when I was doing radio.